Hello, Mr. Peters. I wanted to go over your clutch mechanism and why I did all the work that needed to be done. This part right here, it was broken on your car, and there's the new part. And this attaches to the bell housing and attached to, and this piece of spring steel right here to help absorb shock from the transition from the engine to the chassis. And this part right here attaches to the shaft that comes from your clutch pedal and terminates out to the left of the car, and it is supported by a needle bearing riding inside of a rotating, a self-centering ball. And that needle bearing, which gets packed with grease one time, and it goes right inside there. And then this needle bearing rides on the shaft that's attached to your clutch pedal, and that has got to be centered inside of a tube that is supporting the pedal levers themselves, and that is accomplished by these special shims. You only had one in there, you need more than one. I've got and what you do is you put the shims in there so that this shaft that's riding in here is centered in the tube, and then also you'll see this is slotted so you can have up and down movement, and you have fore and aft movement, so you can get the shaft centered in the tube in the body. Now then, this is all attached to the bell housing and then to the shaft, so the rest of this stuff is going to be floating in midair. And this lever right here is attached to the shaft that's sitting in this bushing right here, this needle bearing, and this sits on splines, and so you have to use a plumb bob and line up this on the splines exactly the way the factory says. And from there, the rod that actuates the clutch fork and the pressure plate it attaches to this lever right here, and as you can see, this is your old bushing, what's left of it, and here's the new bushing installed, and this was the old pin shaft that this bushing rides on. So we got your new shaft and new bushing, and then this is what goes to the clutch fork, and this is the boot that was keeping dust and dirt out of your clutch mechanism.